Hey, I'm going to take a look at some of the server settings. I'm logged into my Minecraft server for my classroom. And again, it's just Minecraft dash the room number of your room to know which Minecraft server you should be remoting into. So it should already be running. I see a green light saying the server is ready, and on a different video I went through how to open up a different world if the world you want is not running, but this is on how and what some of these settings are. So it starts out here at server information saying that this is the address students need to connect to in order to connect to your server. The next thing is world information, just a little information about the seed. You can create a new world based on this world by using this seed. Other than that, it doesn't really mean that much. Um, let's see, world settings. So right now, this is set in creative mode, and my options are survival, creative, and Minecraft EDU. In creative mode, students don't die. In survival mode, they certainly do. I usually have it in survival mode for my students. Difficulty, there's some different difficulties. Peaceful means that no monsters will spawn that can kill them. And then easy, normal, and hard means there'll be monsters that spawn in the dark, which is a normal Minecraft thing. But how hard will the monsters be? If you're trying to do something creative with your students, that they're going to build something in Minecraft, I would leave it on peaceful. If you're going to have them or you want to give them more challenges that are more like Minecraft, you might want to put it on one of those other difficulties. But that's the difference between these difficulty settings. And then I'll just go down through. Is there weather? Is there rain and snow in your Minecraft world? If this is checked, then there will be varying weather. If it's unchecked, there will not be. Do you allow fire and explosives in your world? If you're trying to build, I would highly recommend you do not check this because if you do, they can blow up other people's buildings, which I have had be an issue before. So you may not want to allow fire and TNT. This again kind of goes back to this peaceful. If you have monsters checked and it's on peaceful, there's no monsters. And peaceful, you can see here, it says constantly, you're constantly healing automatically. You don't have to eat food. If you're on easy, then there's still healing, but if I go and undo the monsters there, you can say monsters are enabled, but I have to have this to make that happen. And then you can see the other settings there. Okay, so the next one is animals. Will peaceful animals spawn? And that includes those animals that characters need in order to eat, like pigs and ducks and cows. They have to harvest those in order to cook food in order to heal themselves. If you're on peaceful, it doesn't matter because they'll automatically heal and they never run out of food. But if you're on any of these other settings, they have to be able to heal themselves, so you need to have animals on. Villagers is just that. Are there people that will spawn automatically in your world or not? Structures mean will there be towns and buildings automatically spawned around the world? If you're trying to build something, you probably want that off. And other dimensions that enables a student to travel to the nether and end the game. If you're building, they don't need to be able to do that either. So those are the game mode settings. The last one here is if I unlock the time, time will pass, it will become dark, and monsters, if they're enabled, will spawn at night. If you can see it's already moved some. If I lock it, then time doesn't change. It's always what I set it at. So right now it's always around noon. It'll always be sunny. It'll always be light. And if you're trying to have students generate and build things, you might want to leave the time locked for them in the beginning as far as that goes. Okay, so those are the world settings. The next one are the player settings. There are some things that you can do with parent plants when they're playing. You can freeze them where they're at. You can mute them so they can't chat with each other. And if you're having a problem with students um, talking to each other too much, you can do that. Um, Allow student respawning, allows them to teleport back to the original spawn point where it started. Allow student surfacing. If they get stuck down under the ground, allows them to hit a button on their menu to come all the way back to the surface of the map. Allow player versus player, allows people to fight each other and to kill each other. Allow students to build as normal. Keep inventory means if they die, they don't lose their stuff. And you may or may not want to have that on. And students can fly. I normally have that off. If you have students can fly on, it means students can use their menu and not have to walk around the map. They can quick fly to different locations on the map. So those are the player settings. You can give the players stuff if you want to give them starting stuff. That's what this give is for. You have to say who the player is, how many of what you're going to give them. You can make an assignment for students to accomplish, and you can put that in here and add that as accomplishments for them to do. I've already gone over this alias protection. This allows them to save their password. I have alias protection on and only allow these users to join, and then I have the students in there. Just so you know, you could put alias protection, have this unchecked until your students are all on the list, have them all log on, and then check it so no one else can join. Because as they log on, if you have this off, you will see them show up. If you say, hey, log on with your student ID, your student password, and then as they show up, you could just click this and lock it so you don't have to add them all. I forgot to mention that the other day. Let's see, Computercraft EDU, this is allowing them to do programming. If you're not programming, this doesn't really affect you, but if you are, then you can enable turtles, give them remotes and turtles, and when you do that, then they'll be able to use programming to program in Minecraft EDU. Let's see, the last one is the settings. I already set the teacher password as the same as the logon password for the server, but you can change that teacher password anytime you want to so that you don't have to worry about if students are watching you log in as a teacher. And I guess that's it. You can, if you hit change teacher password, you have to put in a new password that you're going to use as the teacher at any time. That is the Minecraft EDU settings. I'm going to log on as a teacher here in a second to kind of show you what some of those controls as a teacher are if we log into Minecraft.